Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, the generous donations, everything, the hypes. I appreciate it all. We're going to go ahead and ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy, and then we'll see what the message that Spirit has for us on Christmas Eve. Hey, sis. See, they did something previously because I didn't think that they was going to need you. And that fell through. Like everything that they thought that they was going to be able to do and get away with, all of their options fell through. Hey, Aisha. And now it's like they feel like they have no other option except to backtrack to you. Bottom of the deck. Five of Swords. They was doing something and they felt like they was going to be able to do this and it was going to work, and they just discounted whatever you was going through, whatever you felt, and they discounted you at all. This witch was lying on you, was talking bad about you, misrepresenting you, projecting on you, all of that. Hey, create. And now everybody's talking about her lies. Everyone is arguing with her about her lies. Everything that she said was all her. And people are like, oh my gosh. They are stunned. They are astounded. And now it's like there's so much confusion around this person. That's all it is just confusion around this person. Everything is going back around. They say what you put out comes back. It's coming back to somebody. That wheel of fortune is turning out of this witch's favor. And so now she's thinking about, what are my options? What can I do? She's thinking about you. Hey, City Glow Inc. How are you? Hey, J Mike. Thinking about you. Thinking about, how she squandered this happiness with you, this family. She's like thinking about what she did. And now she's thinking about how she's in regret, how she's out in the cold and don't know what the hell she's going to do. It's like there were 3 other people that she thought that she was going to be able to rely on. 3 others. But all of them, she's caused chaos and conflict. And now she's looking at you to save the day. Because you're the only one that knows how to, do whatever it is that you do. It's like you're the only one that can sit there and rise to the occasion. Like that's what she's expecting, you to rise to the occasion of helping her when she ain't did nothing but try to harm you. Now she's thinking about and this could be like a mother figure or something, or somebody that you've known a long time. They're thinking about what they invested in or who they invested in, and it wasn't you. You was always separated. You was always the odd man out. But now justice is here. Karma has come knocking. Karma is ringing that doorbell at her house. And she can't do anything. She may have to go to court. She may have to go to jail. This is somebody who could be either facing spiritual jail time or physical jail time. She doesn't know what's coming, And she's afraid to look out into the distance to see what's coming in. But she's going to try and make a plan. This is something that, you know what? Not only is she trying to make a plan, she's looking at somebody that she had been working with or manipulating for a long time. This King of Cups. And now she wants to send this King of Cups a message like, oh, hey, hoo-hoo, guess who? Like the King of Cups is going to help her. That's what she's wanting. It's just somebody to say, oh, you know what? You can come on over here. I got you. You've been causing chaos over there, over there, over there, over there, and 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 over there. But you're more than welcome to come over here. That's what she's wanting this King of Cups to say. But this King of Cups is like, let me think about this. Let me sit back and think about what my options are, what I should really do. I feel like this King of Cups is thinking about you and some information that you gave to somebody or what you told somebody. You know, you told somebody about, you know, they didn't listen to it before, but now they see the value in it now, and how you shared something with that person and it was the truth. Like I said, they didn't believe it before, but they believe it now. You know, it's almost like this King of Cups actually wants to come towards you. They don't want that witch to come towards them because they want to work to repair this relationship with you. They know that they did you dirty. And they did you dirty by listening to somebody else who was causing problems everywhere they went. And they're also remembering, you know, about that witch who did not give to you equally, that didn't want to give to you at all. You know, they didn't want anyone to help you, wanted everyone just to leave you out. But see, now that somebody's tower is fallen, now somebody's in a tower moment. Now somebody is losing everything or has already lost everything, and they don't know what they're going to do. See, they thought about this love, where you had this pure love, and how they just blew it up. You know, they didn't give a shit about it. They're thinking about how you had to defend yourself against these spiritual attacks, psychic attacks, any type of attacks. But how you knew that what somebody was doing. You knew it all along. And now it's clear and apparent how somebody was actually trying to attack you. See, this witch never thought that she was going to be in the position that she was going to be in, because she invested in everyone but you. You was the bad guy. You was the one that somebody said to stay clear from, and you knew it. The whole time you were the empress. And she's looking at you. Not only are you this empress, but you are creating the life that you want. You're creating the life that you deserve. And you are the one that's secure in your foundation. Not just the home life, but you're secure, period. Someone else that she thought that they would, you know, at least have her back. You know, this could have been the father of her children. Like how they, even if she wasn't with them, they thinking that the father of her children would somehow have some type of pity on this person. But even that father is holding back. They don't want nothing to do with her. This is somebody who's bad news. This is somebody that you told the truth about. You told the truth about this relationship. And you know what? Not only did you tell the truth about this relationship, you also, unaware, told the truth about other relationships that this witch has been in. Somebody's feeling the ramifications of their own actions. How they treated you like so flippant, like you didn't matter. But now they're realizing that you mattered. How they took your heart for granted, and they whatever, they wanted to curse your entire life. They wanted to curse any relationship. They always wanted you to feel heartache and heartbreak. They wanted you to feel like you were cursed, like nobody wanted you. And now that this witch is facing all of these financial problems and is not receiving any help, now somebody's in regret and feeling ashamed for how they squandered you. They're realizing that you was a gift that they should have held in high esteem. They're realizing that God was always by your side. God always had your back, no matter how much chaos they tried to bring around you. This could have been your mother that you had to walk away from just to keep your peace, to save your peace of mind, to make sure that you were okay. And it's funny because, like, this father figure, you know, I feel like this father figure is getting the last laugh for some reason. I don't feel that these two are together. I feel like these two parted, but they at one point they worked together to try and cause you chaos, to try and cause you pain. But I feel like at some point this father figure kind of like stopped. Because at some point, I feel like this father figure had, whether it was their ancestors, their passed over loved ones, somebody told them it was time for them to stop. Hey, Nurse Oasis. And that's exactly what they did. They stopped their bullshit. They recognized those signs. They knew that they had their own hell to pay for coming after you. But see, that witch didn't. The witch never thought that she would ever need you. And now here it is, you, the chosen one. And somebody else is at the end of their life cycle. You know, they know that it's just a matter of time. This person is praying. And this person don't have a lot to say right now, especially about these secrets. And these secrets are coming out. She can't stop them if she wanted to. Because see, they are going to speak about who they was working with, who did what, who had on what shoes they had on, what pants they had on, when they getting ready to spill the beans, all of the beans. And see, about this person is getting ready to do some talking, is getting ready to communicate. They're going to be talking about, something about this legacy, your legacy, and how you are the one that's healing. It's like you're the star. You're the one who is saving something about the family. See, they couldn't see this in the beginning. But this is starting to, people are starting to look at this situation differently. People are starting to see how they sacrificed themselves because they were sitting here believing a bully, working with a bully, how they sacrificed themselves. And now when they really look at this witch, when they really look at her and think about everything that she's done, they realize that they supported the devil. Somebody's spells ain't spelling no more. Somebody's spells are being returned to them. Curses are coming back. Just like the roosters come home to roost. Somebody, they've gone within. They thought about everything that they were doing. They knew that they needed to be in solitude. They needed to figure themselves out. They needed to go through their own dark night of the soul as to why they did what they did. This is somebody who decided it was time for them to take a leap of faith. Hey, Queen the Empress, how are you? Somebody decided they needed to take a leap of faith. This is somebody who decided that it was time to them to be independent, to actually show that they are a leader and not just a follower. This is somebody who's closed that door on that witch, who's completed that cycle. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, something about this emperor. And this is an older person. This could be somebody's grandfather. This could be somebody's father, but this is an older person. Like I said, and they know that they have been blessed in their life. They know that they have gotten everything that they have ever wanted. But like I said, when they got that call that it was time to stop the bullshit, they stopped. They didn't keep going. They read the room. They looked at the signs on the wall, and the sign said, "Keep playing, motherfucker." Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody went within and they took a leap of faith. They said it's time for them to leave whatever bullshit they was trying to do. It's like that witch's spell is dissipating. And this witch is not trying to give up. She's still trying to bring your name up. She's still trying to, give people with this word magic. This is still trying to get in people's heads because she don't know what to do. She's shocked that her spells ain't holding no weight anymore. She's shocked that she don't, whoever she invested in, they not investing in her. I think at one point they were trying to help her, but then they realized, every time she came around, that something else went down. They're starting to put two and two together. They're using the discernment of spirits every time. They looking like every time she came around, something else happened. They putting two and two together. They having that discernment of spirits. People are getting scared because they're seeing how their lives have been affected. How their lives have been affected following a liar. Like the Pied Piper. People are starting to wake up and realize the devil don't look like, it does on a tarot card. The devil is dressed up to look like the sweet little old lady or the innocent little person, or the nice looking man or whatever the devil looks like. Hey, the soul archetype. They're realizing that, hey, they have been duped. And their life is going down. Things are like the tower is happening in their life because of what they decided that they was going to do, following somebody else. Yeah, they're realizing that, this spell was cast on them as well. And they participated in the spell. But now, see, people are starting to leave. And that's whenever this spell started returning, because they noticed that, wait a minute, shit is happening in their life. The more that they are around this witch, the more shit goes on. Somebody's realizing that, that their dog used to adore them, but now the dog's trying to bite them every time they walk by. That they having problems on their job. Their own kids is arguing with them. The neighbors that they used to be so close to, now them and the neighbors don't even speak. They having property wars and shit like that. That job, they was in line for a management position. The job is talking about, we may be laying you off. We don't like your attitude. All of this shit is happening, and people are realizing it's because of them allowing her in. She's bringing the pain. And they having to fight just to keep whatever they want. Keep their job, keep their family, keep their relationships intact, keep from the dog biting them and shit. They're realizing that somebody was throwing that these spells are being cast. Because see, this witch can't sit here and live peacefully. That's what witches don't do. They don't ever live peacefully. They always got to do something. I'm telling you, they're realizing that somebody was a bully. That somebody was always starting shit. They couldn't help but to start shit. They was always planning shit. Now they understand why somebody said that they got to do some hard work. They got to get their life back in order, and how this person said they needed to be a leader and not a follower. They're looking at this wisdom that you provided, and they know now that you was telling the 100% truth. That you wasn't just saying something to be mean. You was talking that real shit. They're realizing now because they're looking at how karma is playing out. They're looking at how karma is actually playing out in their life in real time. Everyone that thought that they was going to come against you is now realizing that they are the ones that are cursed. And it's not you. They don't know how they're going to get out of this curse. They don't know what to do. They feel like they're praying and praying and praying, but their prayers are not being heard, or at least not being answered. Because they didn't realize coming after an earth angel has serious consequences. People are trying to figure out what they can do to move closer to you, to get in your presence. If they can travel to you, if they can talk to you, if you can help them to remove these curses. See, they realizing that who they decided to work with, that wasn't of the light. They were part of a coven. They're thinking, unbeknownst to them, they were part of a coven. Somebody wants to apologize to you because they know that, you know what, you have your inheritance. You was able to reclaim your spot on the throne. And now somebody's hoping that, that they, whatever comes to them, that they're going to be able to handle it. Hey, Malcolm. They know that when it comes to you, that you may have them on block. You're very protective of your time, of your energy, of your space, of your peace of mind. And they realize now that everything you told them in the past is the truth. We have 81 in the chat and 39 likes. Could I please get some more likes as my pre-Christmas present? I'd appreciate it. And we'll trade the likes for me asking for any donations. I'd appreciate that. What's the message? Don't forget that tomorrow on Christmas, my Christmas present to y'all is readings. If y'all want some readings. Hey, Jody. Yeah, somebody is thinking about everything that they invested in and how they was like blindly working with this mother figure, or how they came a secret enemy to if you were the mother figure, how there was a secret enemy. Somebody's thinking about when you walked away, it was almost like they got instant karma. You walked away and they were instantly in spiritual jail. Hey, Shaylin. Now someone is realizing how immature that they acted and for how long they put you through something. Somebody, this King of Cups, is realizing, all of these things, all of these nasty things that they said about you that wasn't even the truth. They was just spreading a lie. And if there's one thing that they wish that they could have again, it's your love. Because out of everybody that they've dealt with, out of everybody that they've come into contact with, if they add all of those people up, everybody, even if it's 1,000 people that said they would have their back, that said that they would be there, if they added all of them up, none of their love compares to you. Add it all together, you outrank everybody's love. You put in more to them than what anybody else has. And somebody's realizing how they really, really, really messed up. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yes. Somebody decided it's time for them to grow up. It's time for them to be independent in thought and in action. It's time for them to stop following the crowd, because they see that, whenever they followed the crowd in the past, that's what got them stuck. That for whatever reason, they felt like they didn't have any choices, but now they're realizing they have lots of options. You always have a choice. You can always decide that you don't want to be there. You can always decide it's time for you to leave, especially if you notice that your life is going downhill. You don't have to stay around just because it's, a family member, just because it's old auntie, or old grandma or whoever. This person is realizing that they sat there and they allowed somebody to manipulate them into giving to them and not to you. They're realizing this, and this is bringing quite a shock, like a revelation. This is not anything that somebody wants to be known for. They're realizing how they went in and not just tried to attack you, but tried to take you out when they should have been there trying to protect you. Hey, Braxy. Merry Christmas to you too, sweetie. They should have been there to protect you, not to try and take you out. The people are waking up. This, whatever spell this is, it ain't spelling no more. I feel like by the end of this year, it's going to be over. That now somebody's going to realize that, you know what, who you were. Not only were you kind, not only were you patient, not only was you a wonderful mother, but this person had put you in a box, like they had gave you some type of reputation that you didn't deserve. And they are feeling this now. They're thinking about everything that they've done, and they are feeling all of this. This is why the Wheel of Fortune is turning out of their favor and turning in your favor. Because you know what? They're seeing that you had a plan. And your plan, that you pledged your allegiance to God and not to the devil. That you worked hard for whatever it was that you needed or wanted. You worked hard for whatever it was that God said you deserve. Hey, James and Biscuit, how are you? And now somebody is realizing that, you know what? No matter what was going on in the dark, no matter all the conflict, you knew who you was dealing with. You knew who you were up against. You knew who you needed to protect yourself from. They didn't realize it, but they realize it now. But that realization comes with a big price tag. Now, is it just your heart that suffered? It was their heart too. Everyone is realizing, everyone that's breaking up, that's not breaking up, that this covenant is breaking up, but everyone that's waking up from the spell is realizing that they suffered. They didn't just take you down, they took themselves down. That you're the one that rose above the situation. You're the only one that was woke and not asleep. You're the only one that saved yourself, because you realize the longer you stay around, you can't save them. They had to wake up. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Yeah, somebody, the switch is out of gas, out of time, and definitely out of options. They can't come around. They can't ask for your assistance because God has propelled you so high up, so far ahead of them. They can't even reach you. They cannot reach you at all. Something about you worked on your stability. You worked on what it is that you needed to work on. Somebody's, and it's a shame that it has to go like this, but somebody had to learn a lesson, a valuable lesson. What else, Spirit? Bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. Like I said, this coven, everybody's starting to fight with each other. Because before, when they was fighting with you, you was able to defend yourself. Whatever they was going to try and do, confirmation, they could not do. Yeah, somebody, it's like somebody didn't want someone to wake up. They didn't want them to have this realization. But now somebody decided it was time for them to step out on faith. Like they saw you step out on faith before. It's like they're following your lead. They saw you do it. They saw how you rose above, you rose to your occasion, and how you were doing better than you've ever been doing before. Now somebody wants to invest in you. They want to invest in what it is that you do. You know, like I said, this person, they sat there and they watched you invest in yourself and working and pulling yourself up. Hey, Cali Swag. And now this, you know, here you are, a whole empress. And whatever you've done, it just seems to work. You are moving forward, like I said, to the point where nobody can even get to you. Nobody expected this out of you. You had a plan and you had a purpose. And whatever God said was your purpose, you followed your plan. You followed that plan. People are celebrating you now. You know, they celebrating you and they want to definitely work with you. 33. You may be in that 33 master vibration. You know, and now everybody's seeing, you know, how much love that you have, how you are loved, and how nobody else can compare to the love that you give. Just that loving energy. People can't compare to that. And they started to sit here and you know, want to change their perspective. Before they was ready to come after you, but now they don't want to do that anymore. All of that is changing because they see that whatever you had to say, not only did you see it and you said it, but it was for the betterment of your family, whatever truths you told, it was the truth. It's like you had this type of groundedness about you, and they're realizing now that with that fountain card, that's like the spirit card. You had this groundedness about you that spirit is the one that put there. We got 88 with 66 in the chat. So 88 may mean something and 66 may mean something. Expect some apologies. Expect people want to clear the air. Expect people to want to come and you know give you you know ask for forgiveness. Expect that. What's the message? Yeah, people are finding out that, you know what, as far as this curse that they tried to put on you, they see that, you know, with this Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands, like they may have worked with this mother figure. Could have been a mother, could have been a grandmother. They're realizing it was that person that tried to curse you. And you spoke about it. You spoke about how somebody was trying to curse you. They just didn't believe you at the time. But they believe you now because these secrets are coming out. Not only are these secrets coming out, but people are in regret, feeling left out in the cold. Their lives have seriously been affected. And they're looking back to when it all began. And it all began when they started listening to and siding with and following that which. Like I said, people want this healing. They want to communicate with you. They want to be honest with you. They want to just tell you the cold, hard truth because they see that you are the gift. You are the one that was here to save the family, to break the generational curse, to provide a legacy. What's the message, Spirit? J. Mike, thank you. Said 8866 major shifts towards abundance. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Telling you something about these lies, something about this deceit and how it was supposed to affect this relationship. But now someone's losing their power. They're not as strong as they used to be. They off kilter because Spirit has stepped into the building. Like they said, come through, Spirit. Come through, Spirit. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here. I got to do my straight 8. I'll be back this evening, Christmas Eve. Yay! I'm off tomorrow. Yay! I love y'all. And I will see y'all this evening. Have a wonderful day. All right. Thank you. Hey, Lightworker William. All right. Bye now.